Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming. My paper focuses on obstacles faced by innovation in small and medium enterprises in Libya. And this paper is divided, or this presentation divided to be about five parts: introduction and theoretical background of SMEs, research methodology, data analysis and findings, and last, the conclusion and the recommendations of this research. During the 20th century, SME sector had played an important role to majority of developed countries and economies, according to Bolton report, that it is widely attributed to have been one of the first significant attempts by UK government to develop an informed view of the nature of the SME sector and its role in the economy. Since then, many researchers have demonstrated the significant role of SMEs in both developed and developing countries in combating employment and increasing the rate of economic growth and innovation. It is also, according to different perspectives of researchers, market experiment of innovation is bringing change, which restructure markets and industries. Innovation is strategically an aspect of business or division of investment decision sets for creating capacity to develop and improve capacity of product. Innovation within SMEs companies has become a subject of much interest. Competitive pressure and globalization has provided the impetus for innovation in the world. Innovation is in SMEs faces the same problem or the same obstacles, either financial or especially the limited access to external funding, as well as non-financial related to know-how, marketing, accounting, and other business aspects of management. The limited access of external funding, which is mainly represented in debt, especially bank loans, are associated with the unattractiveness of SMEs from the creditor point of view. Bank loans require credit history, and in Libya there is the exact number of SMEs is still unknown, but the Ministry of Trade and Economy estimated the number of SMEs in Libya about 180,000 firms. However, some Libyan officials believe that there are many other unofficial or informal businesses, as SMEs often operate outside of formal economy to avoid taxation and other physical and regulatory consideration. Several studies have found that countries can improve their economies through enhancing SME sector. They discovered that SMEs can play a significant role in terms of generating income, developing skills, absorbing labor, and elevating poverty, increasing innovation, and forming linkage between sectors which can be economically and geographically diverse. Therefore, this paper focuses on the situation of obstacles that hinders innovation in SMEs in Libya, and to explore the SMEs environment in Libya and to shed the light on the main constraints for Libyan SMEs. Also, to find out the obstacles faced by innovation in SMEs in Libya. Now, let's move to the standard definition of SMEs. They're in general, or in general terms, there is no standard definition of SMEs. But according to MENA region, in some countries in that region, like for example Egypt, this is a quantitative definition. They have quantitative and qualitative definitions. In terms of a qualitative definition, Egypt, in small enterprises, the employees from 5 to 14. Lebanon from 10 to 49, and so on. The medium enterprise in Egypt from 15 to 49, and the other countries as shown in this table. The methodology of this paper, using the snowball sampling method, 91 responses were obtained out of 400 questionnaires distributed, leading to a response rate of around 23%. From that questionnaire, the data being collected, shown in this table, the percent of SMEs reporting from Libya. This table shows that only 13 firms, that means 14% of assembled firms were estimated after 2005, after this date. I mean 2006 until 2010. And most of them, 42%, are estimated between 1998 and 1999, which is about 38 firms. In terms of business sector, it can be seen from the chart that 16.5 of business in Libya is manufacturing, and 14.3% is agriculture, 13.2 is healthcare. It's also clear that business in the energy sector, there is no business in the energy sector. In terms of type of business, the bar chart shows that 98 of the SMEs in Libya are private, and 2% is other, and there are no governmental enterprises. For the range of estimated, shows the majority of SMEs in Libya, according to this survey, their assets are estimated between $10,000 and $100,000. In terms of financial support, it is as shown in this figure, that the figure before, I think, yeah, that figure, it shows that 92.3 of the SMEs in Libya has not got any financial support either from government or other sources, although the number of SMEs have got financial support is limited. However, their support comes from either bank or friends and companies. Most responses show that the personal saving is the main source of equity finance for SMEs in Libya. this table shows the financial conditions when applying for finance. It can be seen from this table that about 37 and 29, about 66% of the response think that the financial conditions set by the banks when they apply for finance to their business indicate either because it is very difficult or difficult to obtain loans, justifying that several factors, including inflexibility, bureaucracy, interest-based loan, and centralization. The barriers to SMEs innovation in Libya, including this list of table. I'm not going to read all of them, but this is the list obtained from the questionnaire. Let's move now to the conclusion. It can be concluded from this paper that based on the survey symbol, a shortage of own financial resource for innovation was ranked on the first place as a priority in a burst of SMEs innovation in Libya, while this shows that the second barrier is the lack of innovation culture in the Libyan educational institution and so on. The recommendation, I'll add something for the result. To cover the first object of this paper, to find out whether the financial problem still exists, which has been found by previous researchers. The questionnaire shows that one of the main reasons for a majority of owners of SMEs avoided bank loan was the interest-based loan, the inflexibility, centralization, and this research indicates that most owners of Libyan in Libya are males. That means female may face more difficulties and constraints due to culture or religion and family ties. Therefore, the Libyan culture may act a deterrent to the development of innovation in SMEs in Libya. The recommendation comes from this paper. Government should undertake a new policy and strategy to overcome the challenges in this SMEs sector. And SMEs in Libya needs to have an independent governmental body, opening channels with or of communication with the funding institutions and encouraging them to support the sector. Libya has to raise awareness of the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship for economic development. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.